think you have some more of these hanging.
I don't. No, I'm not gonna. So, welcome back to the channel. It has been a while since I featured my wife, Watch Kelly, here on the channel. And today we're doing another video. Kelly, say hello.
Hi, everyone.
And this is going to be a little bit different from what we've done in the past. These are going to be more affordable watches. Some of them aren't so affordable. I think we're going to get up to around $5,000. Some of them are well under $5,000 and the hundreds of dollars. So I have a lot of watches in this category. We're going to go through 10 watches, I think, today. And
it's a lot more in this category than I thought you had.
Yes, I would imagine. But let's see what you have on your wrist today, and then we'll talk about the watches.
Sure, I am wearing my JLC Reverso.
And it's two-tone, right?
Yes, two-tone.
Two-tone, really beautiful
White
watch.
dial,
Yep.
white strap.
You wear that probably the most, right? That's probably your most
Yeah, this has
worn
been my
watch.
current go-to.
Cool. All right, so we're going to start with the first watch. What you're going to do is going to take a look at the watch. We're going to cut back, and then you're going to give your opinions on the watch, and maybe even tell us what you think the watch costs.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, so the first watch is a Dr. Pepper limited edition from Jack Mason. So let me just give you a couple of little details about the watch before you give us your opinion and what you think it costs. So this is the first official collaboration with a soda. So you know how all these GMTs have soda names like the Pepsi
Sure.
and all that stuff, right? So they actually reached out to Dr. Pepper, Jack Mason did, and collaborated with them on a GMT. So this is a true GMT, a traveler's GMT, just like a Rolex GMT Master, because it does get a 9075 Miyota movement inside. And then of course it is colored like
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper. So what do you think of this watch? And what would you say something like this would cost?
I really don't know, and I don't want to say, but okay, I feel like I would be so off. I think it's really smart that they actually reached out to the brands and collaborated with them. You can tell they probably like really specifically chose the colors because it really looks
So
Dr.
what
Pepper.
do you like the watch, and what do you think it costs?
I do. It's not normally something that I would be, but I think it's really cool. It's really pretty up close in person. I'm not showing it, sorry.
Okay. Well, what do you think something like this would cost? Automatic, GMT? Give us a number.
10?
14? All right. I think it was around $1,000 when it came
Okay.
out, but they're actually selling on places like eBay for like $2,000 or $3,000 because a lot of people want this specific.
Are they limited?
They were limited. They only made like
That makes
200 of
sense.
them or something like 150.
Oh, cool.
I don't remember, and they sold out almost immediately. Okay, the next watch is a Christopher Ward. This is, I think, my latest purchase from Christopher Ward. It is. This is the 12 Loco. Tell me what you think. What do you think about the watch?
Definitely on the higher end of the spectrum here for your affordable watches. I think this is probably around 5,000. It's gorgeous. I really love the detail on the dial. I can tell that it's a really complicated movement, or shows as a complicated movement. Back is really cool. It's a see-through crystal. I just feel like if you could really dress this up and it looks like, I think it kind of like punches above its weight class if it's within that $5,000 range.
Yeah, so this is obviously around $5,000, and what they did here is, I mean, it's a 120-hour movement, so you wind it up. You have a 120-hour power reserve. They put the balance wheel on the front. You get to see all the details, everything when you turn it around. There's a lot of, cool things to look at. These are, I mean, relatively expensive for Christopher Ward, but when you consider what you're getting, if this was from another brand, like an independent brand, it would be a lot more money than $5,000, and that's kind of the point. All right, so one of my personal favorites out of all the watches in my affordable collection is definitely this watch. It is the Vulcain Nautic Skin Diver, and this is just the straight diver version. There's a chronograph that I own as well. However, the reason why I love this watch so much is because of the bracelet. So tell me what you think.
I think this is definitely a cool watch. great color. The bracelet is really what I hear you saying, but the bracelet is really cool. The links are really thick. I just wondered, is that comfortable on your wrist?
I find
when
it
you're
comfortable. I
wearing
think
it?
some people might not find that comfortable, but I do find it comfortable. It also has on the fly micro adjust, so you can get a really good fit with this watch, even though you don't get half links or anything like that. So you can get a pretty good fit no matter what.
And how much is this one?
So this is around $2,000. It's under $2,000. If you get it on a strap, I believe it's well under $2,000, and it's around $2,000 on this bracelet. And whenever I talk about this watch, I recommend it on the bracelet 100%. When it's not on this bracelet, I think it's still a nice watch, but on this bracelet, just takes it to a new level. I highly recommend it. The next two watches are Timex's, and they are both affordable. So I'm going to, obviously Timex are affordable watches, but I think these are impressive watches, in my opinion. This is called the XCF from Timex. It is a dive watch.
Is this ceramic?
It is carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber.
It's extruded carbon fiber. That's what it's called. Basically, I would imagine it's like carbon fiber and plastic mixed together. But you do have a lot of metal elements on here, stainless steel elements, and you do get a sapphire crystal. So,
is it just the case that is made from that carbon fiber
yes, and then the bezel is made out of stainless steel, the case back, the crown. All the touch points, really, the heavy, where you're going to actually use the watch and touch it, that's made out of stainless steel. What do you think?
Cool. It's definitely this is definitely a fun piece. It's really sporty. I think it probably would go for maybe like $300 or $400.
It's a little under 300. I think it's around
nice.
200 and something, around $200. I think it's a
steel.
quartz. It's a steel, I guess. Yeah. You get a textured dial. Pretty good lume actually. Little details like this little arrow on the crown. You have a screwed-in crown. It's on the larger side. It's 43 millimeters, so it is a bigger watch. But I think that Timex are doing some pretty incredible things right now.
Yeah, looks like it. Let's see the
Speaking of
next
Timex,
one.
I have another Timex here. I'm back. This is one of my most worn watches. You've probably seen me wear this watch
Definitely.
a lot. I wear this very, very often. This is the Expedition North GMT. It is their standard version, not the James brand limited edition version that they came out with. And this is on a titanium bracelet that I put it on. So it's not the bracelet this came on.
Who gave you this?
No one gave me this.
You bought this.
I bought this.
Okay. This isn't the one the kids got you.
No, that's not the one the kids got me, no.
Okay.
That's the Trap Rock. That is very, very different, actually. That's a field watch, and it's made out of ceramic or bioceramic. This is not the same.
This is cool. So are we talking about this when you bought it on a strap or just now with the
So
bracelet?
as it sits, this watch doesn't exist because that James brand bracelet belongs to the limited edition James brand that they came out with. So technically this would be on a rubber strap.
It's a Frankenstein.
It's a Frankenstein watch, technically, not really though, but you're getting an automatic movement. It's a Seiko movement inside, sapphire crystal, and that is a titanium case, titanium bezel crown, case back. You do get to see the movement from the back. Loom blocks on there. It's their own proprietary form of loom block. So, like Globalite, it's their own version of that. What do you think?
250.
250 is a
High?
little is way low.
Wait,
That's
is it?
yeah, it's around $500 because this is titanium. So I mean, for a titanium automatic GMT, that's yeah,
All right.
on the low side. But
Should I have taken another guess?
that's it's an honest take. That's good enough. Thank you.
I don't know. Every time you show me a Timex, I guess way too high.
No, that's a good price though. 250 is right.
So not as much of a steal. Yeah.
I mean, it depends on how you look at it.
I'm
I mean,
joking.
it depends on. So this is a really cool watch. I think you've seen this before and you
love
really
this.
like this.
I
This
do
is
really
my
like
Formax Reef. Yeah, 300-meter dive watch.
It's really cool. I love the color. The color is really what stands out to me. This to me looks more expensive than it is.
Right.
I don't remember exactly how much it is, but I think this is the one that has that really cool detail. You can swap out the bezel,
yes,
right?
yes. You can swap out the bezels, right?
Yeah, you could swap out the bezels, right? So
Yeah.
I think
So you
that's
can
a
just
great
pop these off.
feature.
It's as long as it's not a 12, you can do it anywhere else, and you can pop off the bezel. So, and then you just snap it in, and that's it. And you also get on the fly micro adjust. This comes with pretty nice straps, and this is around a $2,000 watch. I think it's around $2,000. I want to say it's around $2,000. I don't remember, but you get a Swiss movement inside, Sleeta SW200, and pretty good lume on here as well. The whole thing is just, I think it's a nice package. This is on the larger side. So this again is around 42 millimeters, I want to say. So, and I have the green dial and I have the
really
green
good
bezel.
Proportions.
Yeah, I have the
Too
steel
big.
bezel for it as well. So, no, I'm not going to. So, okay. This one is a Zelos.
Okay.
So people call it Zelos. I call it Zelos. Whatever, doesn't matter. This is a really cool watch made out of titanium. So you have a titanium case, titanium bracelet, on the fly micro adjust,
It's
extra hard coating, skeletonized. The movement in here is a Marvin 700, I want to say. They were able to get like a bunch of vintage movements that they took apart, skeletonized, and then they put them into very modern looking watches. So take a look at that.
This is really cool. I feel like I'm saying this about a lot of these. I guess you just have really great
Thank you.
taste
Yes.
in affordable watches. But this is cool. I think once you put it on, you can see that there's like a lot going on here in a good way. It's not, it doesn't feel too busy. So it's, I don't know. I'm gonna take a guess, maybe 14.
Yeah, it's around $1,400-$1,500, somewhere in
Oh,
that
okay.
range. I think they made more expensive versions, but this one I think is around $1,400. And they've come out with a new version. I think that one's around $20-something $100. With this movement, it's like $2,200, $2,300.
Okay.
But this specific one, when it came out, I think was around $1,500. The prices actually go up after they go live because they sell out pretty quickly. The next watch is a watch that I recently featured on my channel, and I am very impressed with this watch. So just take a look at this watch. I'm not going to tell you anything about it, but just tell me what you think the price would be on something like this.
This is killer. I think that
So we have a ceiling. We know it's $5,000 at least, or at the most, I should say. So
wait, can you just tell me the material?
it's
of
grade, I think it's grade 5 titanium.
Okay.
Everything is grade 5 titanium, even the dial. So
I love the way that it's put together because you get this skeletonized feel for the actual.
yeah, it's called
case.
they're calling it an exoskeleton. So
Yeah, that's
there's like a case
awesome.
within a case. Yeah.
Yeah, super cool. The dial, the finishing on the dial is exquisite, and it's got a lot of cool details in it, like the back of the strap, the
Yeah, you have that honeycomb pattern.
dragonfly on the
There's
back.
honeycomb pattern there. Yeah.
It's really cool. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that this is gonna be on the higher end of what we're looking at today, like maybe 5,000.
5,000 is right. Yeah. So it's just about 5,000. I think it was like 4,500. I think now that they're past their pre-order phase, these are $5,000. So essentially, this is a 3D printed grade 5 titanium watch. They 3D print almost everything, even the indices, and they're all hand finished by a goldsmith. So it's a team of 3 people, a husband, a wife, and then a goldsmith, and the goldsmith does all the finishing for all the parts, and then they put the watches together. These are all made in Germany. That dial, there's 250 operations to do that dial on a CNC machine, so they take a long time to make. All of the indices are hand finished, all the hands are hand finished, the case hand finished.
It's definitely impressive.
Pretty cool, right? And then it
Yeah.
gets a Sleeta SW200. So you're getting somewhat of a standard movement in a watch that is definitely not standard.
I was gonna ask you if this was 3D printed because it kind of looks like that in a way that doesn't feel like a toy or something, cheap.
Yeah.
It's really well done.
Yeah,
Are you seeing a lot of 3D printing?
There's a lot of new brands 3D printing their watches recently, and some really cool brands. Some of them, not as good. Some better. This is something that's definitely on the the better spectrum when it comes to 3D printed watches. So, okay, we only have a couple of watches left. We're going to take a look at this right here. I think we're doing 10 watches. I have more than 10 watches over here, so I'm getting a little confused.
Are you guys keeping count?
No, I guess not. This is the Tallarium from Space One, a very weird watch. This is also grade 5 titanium. This is a watch that I've contemplated selling. I really love it, but I just don't wear it.
I feel like I don't see polished titanium so much, so I think that is a nice, it kind of makes it cool and makes it, it's light. It definitely is a weird watch. It's pretty. The dial's sparkly, so I mean, hey.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell the time on it. So you have an
I was just gonna
aventurine
ask,
dial.
what time is it now?
Yeah, exactly. You can't really tell, especially in low light. And then you have a sun, earth, and moon. So that's the whole point of it. It's a calendar watch. It has basically those little globes on there, and then they will move as the dates change. So it's pretty cool, you know. But like I said, I don't wear it as much as I should. But yeah, what do you think? Like, what do you think something like this would?
I don't know.
cost?
This is one of those watches that could trick you. I think so. It could pass for a very high price point, around 3,000 maybe.
Yeah, it's around $4,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's around $4,000. So that's. I think they just came out with a second version of this, which is skeletonized. So they don't have the dial on here. They don't have that aventurine, and there's a dial.
And the moon and the
It's still there, yeah, and that one I think is they're calling it the final version. I'm not sure if that's going to be the final version, but that's going to be around $4,000. So there's a little bit more money than these, but they are going to be selling those. So, yeah. Okay, so we are coming down to the last watch because I think we've gone through most of these watches. There's another Christopher Ward that we can go through. I mean, maybe we could do that as a bonus, but this is the Atlantic from Ciga Design.
Okay.
And this is a planet. I mean, it's not a planet, it's Earth. On the dial, and they are using Earth as the hand. And then there's two discs, that are around the perimeter
what do you mean
of
you're
that.
using,
So I'll show you.
that?
When you move this, you can see that inner rotating.
Yeah.
It's a track, and that's the hour track. And when you're moving that little compass right there,
I see it.
that's the hour hand basically. And then the minute hand is wherever it's pointing to. So, I mean, a very creative watch, you know. And then this is one award. So this won a GPHG award for, you know, I forget what it was, but this is a Chinese brand, and they've come out with something that's very creative and something very different. So, what do you think? Automatic, by the way, as
a
well.
special piece. I mean, I think, and again, this seems like a real novelty piece to have in your collection. I think I love that. I love the idea of this like compass being what tells the time and helps you indicate the time. But this is
This is stainless steel. These are around, I think, $1,000.
Oh,
that's where I want to say these are.
Okay.
I think these are $1,000. They make titanium versions, which are a little bit more expensive, probably around $1,500. But this one is around $1,000. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
For $1,000, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's a really unique piece.
Yeah,
to put
very,
in your
very unique,
collection
yes.
For a pretty low price point.
Yeah, and I think these are pretty popular. I think a lot of people are buying these because they are just different for the price.
Yeah.
So I think we have gone through everything, but we'll just do one last watch. That's this Christopher Ward, another Christopher Ward, one that you have not seen, but looks kind of similar.
Christopher Wards do you have?
I have
that
three. So this,
haven't seen yet.
the Loco, and I have the Bel Canto, which you have seen before.
Okay.
And we've talked about that one a lot. So this is the 12X, which was a watch that they came out with, I think, about 2 years ago. This one is in titanium, and it is a skeletonized version of their SH21, which is their in-house movement.
It's really well done. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and this gets a 5-day movement as well. You have on-the-fly
so.
micro adjust that's built into the butterfly clasp, which is not easy to do. And they were, you know, really trying to make this something that is very special. In my opinion, I actually, when it comes to this or the Loco, I think this is cooler. But tell me what you think.
I think this feels, it wears like a real luxury watch. In my opinion, I think the other one that you showed me, I'm going to go back to the Formax. that also feels like it could kind of like hang with a lot of luxury brands, but it's more sporty. And this is definitely. What's the complication in here?
This is just skeletonized. That's
Oh,
it.
it's
It just has a
really
long power
beautifully
reserve.
finished.
Yeah, it's very nicely finished.
Really beautifully
Yes.
finished. But I mean, if you weren't really examining it, you might think that there's a lot more
Yeah.
going on here. It's
Yeah.
a more
The
sophisticated.
case is really nicely finished. The you can see that's the on the fly micro adjust. You could just push this in. That's it. And you pull it out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Similar like a Vacheron, which is
Yeah.
pretty awesome. Beautiful watch. And again, this is automatic actually, so this is not even hand wound. This is an automatic. So
Oh, cool.
yeah. Anyway, okay. That's it. Well, I do also have my my collaboration watch with Gotham Watch Club and Chrono Fix. I have that on my wrist. You know about that watch.
I sure do.
$380, and it has a. And then I have another collaboration watch with
two
Dan
watches.
for Gotham Watch Club. So I'll be doing a video about both of these watches again very, very soon. So stay tuned for that.
Very different.
Two very different watches, two very different price points as well. Because one is handmade, hand finished, and one is a Chrono Fix, which is an awesome watch, but it is more of a mass-produced watch compared to the Gotham Watch Club Reuter collaboration. So, anyway, thank you for joining me today. Thank you for
Thanks for
going
having
through
me.
some of the watches that we, have hanging around the house and you see all the time, but never really asked me about. So now you know all about them. So.
I know all about the ones that he's
Yeah,
been
these-
hiding from me.
Yeah, I don't hide anything, but I get a lot of watches, and there is a lot of turnover of watches. But these are some of the affordable watches that I am basically keeping in my collection. So, okay, thank you for logging on. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. I really do appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next video.
I think you have some more of these hiding.
I don't.
around.
Thank you.
What do you guys think?
Thank you very much. We'll see you.